is Crone. My name is Melody. For those of you who are new to this channel, welcome. Welcome back to my returning subscribers from my other channel. I'm grateful for each and every one of you guys and all the love and support that you've been giving me on this YouTube journey. So when you come into this video, give me a fonzie either by double tapping your screen or just simply hitting a thumbs up. Leave me a comment in the comment section below and let me know how this general reading resonates with you. And if you are not yet subscribed to this channel, please subscribe and hit that little notification bell so you know when I either post videos or I go live. All right. All of that helps out this channel, and I am eternally grateful for all of your love and support. All right. So this video is for the element of Earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and happy Friday, everybody. TGIF, Friday, whatever you want to call it. I happen to call it Friday. So on Friday, we always use the Divine Feminine Oracle cards and get messages from the Divine Feminine or goddesses. Um, there's no gender when it comes to masculine and feminine energies. This is just a message from your feminines, something that you need to know, something you need to address. All right. So, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorns. All right, goddesses, divine feminines, what would you like to address with the element of Earth? All right. So, Sappho, the poetess. I love every inch of my body. I love the woman in my life fiercely. So you need to have a healthy self-esteem here, is what I feel right off the bat. See, she's in red. So she's somebody who's very secure with who she is. She's very secure with her feminine side. She's very secure with her emotions. She's very loving of her body. She loves her body regardless of what it looks like. She's still happy with it. So this is somebody who has a healthy self-esteem. So the post talks about how we speak to ourselves, right? The things that we tell ourselves, the things that our ego, the difference between what our ego tells us and what our higher self tells us. All right. So that's a beautiful message to start off with. For some of you, you may be channeling music. See, she has some sort of a harp here. So some of you may be channeling music. For some of you, you may need to realize that you are divinely protected and that you need to open your heart to giving and receiving. So what popped out was the cosmic egg. All right. So the egg talks about birth, right? But it also talks about being in solitude, having that exterior shell to protect us, right? So the whole of the universe is within me. I am a force of ever expanding love. Okay. And then we have the Black Madonna, Our Lady of the Hermits, transform pain and suffering into greater capacity of love. So the Lady of the Hermit. So we're talking about the Hermit card here. The Hermit is somebody who goes through that dark night of the soul, right? When you go through that dark night of the soul, you find all the missing pieces of yourself going through that darkness, because the missing pieces of yourself are illuminated. So when you walk through the darkness, you're able to see it. That's why you always see the hermit holding that lamp, because that lamp illuminates them little puzzle pieces of ourself. For some of you out there, one of the missing puzzle pieces is how you feel about the way you look. All right. Um, so we are going to read the Black Madonna here and the cosmic egg real quick. So the cosmic egg is 214. So 214 adds up to a 7. 2 talk balance. The 1 talks about balance within thyself, feeling secure within ourselves, having our darkness and our light in balance within thyself. That means that darkness, that shadow side, facing that those shadow sides of maybe not feeling secure about the way you look, not feeling secure with who you are. There could be some sort of a wound in there. Red also rules passion and aggression. And then the number 4 talks about being stable. feeling protected. So when you add all those numbers up, you get the 7 energy, which talks about everything that you have been through was part of your soul's evolution, part of your growth process, your soul's growth spurts. As a child, when we're growing up, we physically have growing pains. Well, so does your soul. Your soul goes through the same thing. Whenever we have wounds, whenever we carry those wounds, or who for the people that we truly loved and gave our heart to, when they betray us, that creates a wound. However, the wound does heal, but the scar always remains, right? It always remains. It never goes away. So those are our soul's growing pains with that 7 energy. So going through that dark night of the soul while you're in the cocoon, right? While you're in the cocoon, you're definitely being protected here. So while you're in that cocoon, you're realizing that you're coming to that conclusion. Oh, well, I got broke. So this scar, what is this scar? Well, this scar is a shadow. So what is this shadow? How is it created? What do I need to address with it? All right. So that's what you right off the bat. So you may have um, uh, a mother figure on the other side protecting you. All right. So hold the universe within me. I'm the force of ever expanding love. So whenever this card is coming out today to let you know that needs to happen, everything is exactly as it should be. You hold the universe inside you. All life emerges from within. Wait a minute, what's it say? If you try to exert pressure for something to exist before it's ready, the new life within you won't have the time it needs to fully form. The cosmic egg is the essence of the divine feminine. It is the ultimate symbol of the creative force that exists within of us. Doesn't matter if you're male or female, all right? Um, It is the dark, loving womb that holds and protects all creative expressions of life. If we allow what's within us to emerge in timing or soul time, then what's within us will transform us. The egg is the trust that what is ours can never be taken from us. So there's no need to answer the ego's push to rush to impress others or to complete something on someone else's timeline. The egg is the faith that our process is sacred, that even in the midst of looks like chaos or delay or even death, there's a tendril of new life that needs only our trust to eventually take form. And the egg is the knowing that life begins again after death from within. So you going collective earth signs, you're going through an ego death. That ego of, well, I don't like the way I look, or, being self critical or judgmental over yourself, or not feeling good within the skin of who you are. Because this physical body is just a vehicle that our soul rides in while we're down here on earth. It is like going out and hopping in your car, starting it up and going, right? That journey, wherever you're going in your car. That's what this vessel is. It is just a vehicle that our soul is in. We come down here on earth to transform, and most of us are here to go through major awakenings, go through that dark night of the soul, so that we can rise to Christ consciousness, so that we can tell our testimony of how we did it, all the wounds that were created, so that we can help other people go through the same experience. Okay, so that's one thing I feel like our signs you need to understand. All the pain and suffering, all the trials and tribulations that you have endured was part of your soul's growing pains. And when you address it and look at it that way, instead of the woe is me, the mentality, then you're able to see beyond that shadow. That's part of integrating that shadow. All right. So right off the bat, earth signs, you are being told that everything is exactly as it should be today, at this very moment. So don't push to break out of that shell before it's time. It's like going out and planting a garden, and before the seed even pops up out, you're already pulling it out, right? You can't do that because whatever you're growing hasn't had time to grow to reap the fruit of your labor, so to speak. Right? So that is an opening message for the Earth Collective here. So let's go ahead and move on to the Black Madonna, which is the Hermit. So Hermit is Virgo mode. Virgo talks about loyal, shyness, analytical, worry, hardworking, practical, judgmental. So somebody may be very be very over analytical about how they look, maybe working really, really hard to fit into somebody else's fantasy world. Maybe you're judging or comparing yourself to other people. It's what you think about, what you speak about, how you speak to yourself, how you speak about yourself is a vibration. Your body holds that vibration. All right. So I feel like that is very important as an extended message here. Black Madonna. So as soon as I find her here. A number 26. So you have a 7 and an 8. 7 and an 8 adds up to a 15, which adds up to a 6. So 6 talks about that balance, right? The balance between your head and your heart, the balance between your darkness and your light, your shadow and your light side. All right. So all right, so she is coming forward today to our signs. For a millennia, the body, the earth, and all forms of matter have been devalued and misunderstood. So for some of you, you have maybe been devalued, or maybe somebody misunderstood you. Maybe somebody is treating you like Mary Magdalene, maybe pointing fingers, maybe persecuting you because of how you look, because of how maybe your security, how you feel about yourself. All right. So the dark has been so vilified, yet all life emerges from the pitch black doom. The darkness is potential. It is crucial and elemental stage we must all go through to create new and more life. The Black Madonna is the emblem of deep wisdom, the profound consciousness that is inherent in all things. All living and created things are energy. The body has wisdom. The earth has wisdom. And this is who I'm talking to, is my fellow earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And the pain we experience as humans contains deep wisdom. What did I say about the pains? The wound always heals, but the scar always remains. Well, the fires of suffering, it can be difficult to trust that gold is being forged. It can be hard to trust when we are in terrific pain that there's a process at work that will make us more authentic, more alive, and more infinite freer. It can be almost impossible to accept or notice the presence of the divine when we are most human. The Black Madonna is the cauldron that holds us steadfastly as we endure the alchemy of integrating more soul into our existence. She is a promise that what doesn't serve the fires of suffering was never meant for us. And she is a presence that there is with us even when we might feel the most alone, reminding us that there is no dark we can't enter without being met with love. All right. So please give me some Fonzies, and thank you to the new viewers. I see have me some viewers on there. All right. So I can see that we are definitely in the midst of our rebirth. We're not there yet, right? We're not there yet. We're still in that egg. But while we're in that darkness, that's where we're going through that phoenix rise, and what no longer serves us is being purified. So somebody, our signs, you're going through purification at this time, transferring pain and suffering. So what you feel you're enduring or suffering at this time is actually the flames of fire that is being purified. All right. So where are the earth signs at on journey at this time? So these three fell face down. So what you're not seeing is you're on the journey into your heart. Love flows through you and to you. So you're on the voyage of the heart, especially at night, during light. So somebody could have did some magic answering the call. The time is now. So somebody may not see this. This is what understanding while they're going through them flames, while they're still in that cocoon, while they're still in the darkness. It's the fact that you're going through a heart chakra awakening. You are definitely, the moon is illuminating what you're onto in that heart space. And they're telling you the time is now. Walk through into that heart space, right? It is time to go into that heart space because that's where the answers lie, the wounds or the suffering that you're experiencing at this time. All right. So we're going to go ahead and put that there. So passion and pleasure savor your life, and cleansing waters. Purification activates vibrant life force. So you're going through purification here, where see that moon, right? The moon shining in the background. We just had last week. We just had the full moon in Sagittarius. Sagittarius talks about healing. It talks about travel. It talks about being free spirited. All right. So cleansing waters. So that's where we're at, our signs on your journey. All right. Going through a cleansing process, while you're in that egg, you're going through that cleansing, a purification, an activation, right? An activation of the light. See how that light is happening. Doesn't matter if you're male or female. The way there is no gender when it comes to masculine and feminine energies, because each one of us as a human should have both masculine and feminine energies within us. And what do I mean by that? Well, if you're a man in gender wise, it's okay to be in touch with your feelings. It's okay to be empathetic. It's okay to wear heart on your sleeve. If you are a female, it's okay to identify with your masculine side and go outside. And like in my case, I like to go quad riding. I always have. I've loved playing in the dirt. It is nothing for me to go through a pile of mud and come out dirty the outside and just be just as happy as a freaking cat in, I mean, playing with a toy. It doesn't matter, right? It's not gender specific. It's the energies that we're both supposed to carry. All right. So cleansing waters is a number 35, which also adds up to an 8. So we got a double 8 here. Um, and passion and pleasure is a number 85, which is a 13, which is perfect for going through the transformation because the 13 represents the death card, death and birth. What no longer serves you is falling away, so that when you come in out the other side, you're going to come out new. You're going to come out refreshed. You're going to come out changed. You're going to come out and understand that everything that you have been through was for your highest good. All right. So cleansing waters number 35. To achieve fulfillment, purify yourself and your surroundings. Space, clear your environment. Clear out clutter in order to release old beliefs, stagnant energies, and or grunge that you may have picked up. It's necessary to cleanse and purify yourself and your home. Let go of the old, discard and used, eat lightly, drink fresh water, and simplify your life. Shower, bathe with the intention that all that is not needed is washing away. When you purify yourself, you become a clear channel for light and know what direction is best for your life. Also, your sparkling light can help heal and support many. What did I say about the Christ consciousness? Everything that you have been through. So I feel like whoever I'm talking to, I feel like I'm talking to somebody who is on that twin flame journey. Now, if you're on it, and I'm not talking about romance because the twin flame journey is nothing about romance. The twin flame journey is about Again, finding all those missing pieces of who you are from all the wounds that you have carried, bringing yourself back into a state of wholeness, igniting that flame of strength, of courage within thyself, right? Being able to understand the process, going on that journey into self love. Whenever you love yourself, you radiate that love outside of yourself, as within, so without. All right. So, the traveler periodically takes time from the journey to seek holy waters for purification and renewal. And that is exactly why the egg come out. Because whoever I'm talking to, earth signs, this is where you're at today. You are in this cosmic egg. You're going through a purification process by cleaning, spring cleaning, anything in your heart, in your mind, in your body, in your soul, in your home. Home is where the heart is, in your heart space. You can see there's a dragonfly. There is a lotus flower that's helping you to open up. It's open up and be more in the flow here. You see that this feminine has a purple rose and an orange rose and like a tan color rose. The purple represents your third eye, your intuition. The orange rose represents your sacral chakra, which is also your intuition, your empathy. And the tan represents you're not perfect, right? You're not perfect. You're not 100% of the light, but you're going through that purification. You can see she's totally immersed, right? Totally immersed, almost up, even part of her head, right? Standing under the mystical cleansing waterfall, the voyager knows her energy field is being cleansed. Past life limitations are washing away and limited beliefs are dissolving. Now, when I say limited beliefs, and I got this brought to my attention yesterday by, I just crossed this gentleman's channel, and he said, you know what beliefs are? Lies that are in the middle. And that is the honest to God's truth. BLIEF lies that are in the middle that are limiting you, right? Limiting your belief system. When he said that, I was like, that makes perfect sense. I never thought about it that way, right? Are dissolving. Sometimes a traveler purifies in a stream or a mountain lake or next to an ocean wave, but also by simply standing in the rain or drinking refreshing waters. In each moment, there is a knowing that the water is clearing out what is stagnant and replacing it with shimmering, sparkling energy. Find as many ways possible to use water as a cleansing force in your life, with all the intent of purifying your life so a greater energy can emerge. Now I'm going to tell you what I do. First of all, I have it's Dr. Teal's salt body wash. And then I will turn on, I found this, it's called Think Root Energy, I think is what it's called. And this person does tuning forks, and I found a video where they use it's crystal tuning forks, angel tuning forks, whatever one kind of tuning fork called, but it's not just for the chakras. It's a higher vibrational tuning fork. I will turn it on. I will go to my shower. I will have it playing while I take the shower and use that salt body wash to cleanse. It's just an idea for you if that's the way you want to do it. You can also ground your energy, like it says, go out and stand in the rain, go take a swim in the ocean, or however you want to do it. It's up to you how you want to do it, but that's how I do it. All right. If you're looking for an idea, so passion and pleasure. So the Black Madonna is saying, find joy in the moment, no matter what is occurring in your life. If we simply focus on what is wonderful and pleasurable in the moment, everything improves, right? The greater capacity of love. Savor every moment, even if it is pain and suffering, through like understanding. That's where you're understanding what you're going through, all that pain and suffering. Okay, well, how can I transform that into love? What lesson am I learning in this situation? Why do I feel as though I'm suffering? What is limiting me, right? Live deliciously, love often, and live fully. Cherish your friendships. Fill your life with people, experience, and places that give you delight and joy. Let go of those people and things that don't appreciate or empower you. Yes, exactly. Let go of the people and situations that do not empower you. People who just tolerate you and do not celebrate you. Give yourself permission to be happy. When the traveler meets a band of gypsies, the traveler stops to dance in the early morning hours. Sometimes we get so caught up in the wondering what's around the next bend and worrying about our current challenges that we forget to focus on what's great in the moment. You're not meant to simply work hard and be diligent and practical. Embrace pleasure whenever you can. Allow your senses to be satiated. Find and explore the beauty around you. You don't need to suffer to grow, right? You can grow spiritually by leaps and bounds through joy. Dance, eat well, and drink well. Share joy whenever you can, right? So if there's some people around you who don't lift you up, who don't share that same vision of happiness in your life, it's time to get rid of them. It's time to cleanse them. So that's what you're being asked to do. And you're also being asked to put yourself in a boundary of protection. That's what I said about that salt bath, cleansing your space. Use that as a form of protection. Nobody can project upon you. Nobody can send you that negative energy. All right. So what is your intuition telling you today? What is your intuition telling you today? What is your intuition telling you today for the element of earth? What do you love? A number 23. So we got a 5 coming through. One of the most powerful tools for raising your vibration and attracting support is to openly acknowledge out loud what you love on a regular basis. For example, rather than spending your lunch break talking about the boss you hate, the postal clerk who gets on your nerves, or the bad drivers on the road, focus instead on the wonderful friend from college who will be visiting, or the corner coffee shop that makes the best latte you've ever had. Right? That's where you need to savor your life. I feel like that's where you're at today, Earth signs, is you're cleansing, getting rid and cleaning out, acknowledging the wounds, healing the wounds, and cleaning it out. Cleaning out all that mental clutter, cleaning out that emotional clutter, cleaning out the spiritual clutter of your life, right? And you are savoring the people who love and treasure you. In other words, affirm the good things in your life when you speak. What did I say about the criticism? The words that you speak, that it's the vibration that you send out into the world, right? So when you speak love, right? When you speak love about yourself, when you speak love about other people, it's as if by magic that it draws it back to you. All right. Do the same when you chat with friends on the phone or email them. You don't have to be in the presence of others. Everything you say, whether heard or not, holds an enormous magnetic vibration. So, speaking of what you love not only heals your heart, it actually attracts what you love. The same goes for what you hate, which is what most five sensory fear based people talk about. Simply announcing to yourself and others who and what you love balances your vibration and draws to you. It also opens your heart and realigns you with your true path and purpose. Do this for a few minutes every day, and it will correct your course. Fill your aura with sweetness and heal your life. So your intuition is telling you this, right? It is telling you this, shift your vibration. And it goes back to what I said originally about the poetess. About learning to love who you are, learning to love your journey, learning to love your situation. So the decision is yours, right? The decision is yours. Which way you want to go, earth signs. Do you want to go on the voyage of heart? Or do you want to go back in? Do you want to go on the voyage of darkness? Do you want to go on the voyage of pain and suffering? Or do you want to go on the voyage of love and light and happiness and joy? Yeah. You're learning this today, right? So you may have some fake people around you who are like, I'll just fake it till I make it through this situation, right? Comedy, tragedy, that back and forth, that split personality, that two-faced energy. So what are you being asked to let go of today? What are the divine feminines asking you to let go of today? So you're being asked to surrender to passion. Remember, passion and pleasure. You're on that path. So surrender fear. Let go of the fearful stories you're telling yourself. There we go. It's going right back to it. Stay in the moment, focus on solutions, and celebrate every baby step forward. Surrender your need to always be right. Give others the gift of letting them be right. Be yielding, not rigid. This will help improve conflicts and improve your relationships. So it's about sitting down, having a conversation, listening, and then when they're done speaking, speak. Surrender to spirit. Once you've done everything you can to achieve a goal, turn the situation over to the divine and let spirit work its magic for you. Right? So that is what I feel. Right? So take off that mask. Right? Do not worry and be still and release your attachment to the results. So let's do some clarification real quick. Yeah, so I do see there is some sort of a power struggle with another person here. Spirit's telling you, don't give your power away. Don't give your power away. Don't get in the drama. You don't need to insert yourself in this power struggle, this fight, this argument, because all it's going to do is drain you of your energy. It's not worth it, right? So this goes back to what needs to be cleansed. It also goes back to this person who is masking something. Okay. So I feel like that's an opening message for somebody out there in the earth element. Alrighty. So what do they need to know today? Let's do some clarification. Yeah. Stay balanced, right? Stay in this balanced energy of giving and receiving. Between you and another person. Yeah. So it may have to do with a male individual, right? A male individual who does not want to walk away from a situation. All they want to do is fight. All they want to do is argue. And that is giving away your power. Because this person is in this energy of, I'm always right, right? So instead of arguing with them and always being in this power struggle with them, just away from them. Because they're celebrating that, right? So we do have a King of Pentacles here, and with the Nine of Cups. So I feel like this is you are making a wish. I wish that I could find people who would celebrate me. I wish that I could find true love, somebody that I could sit down and have an honest conversation with, where there is no power struggle. I'm not misunderstood, or there's not bickering and fighting, and I'm always told I'm wrong, or always putting down my body, or always have to be in competition with another person, right? Find that happiness. finding your own identity, right? Understanding that you don't need another person to be happy. This talks about, so you got a masculine and a feminine, balancing your masculine and feminine energies, opening up your heart to the wisdom of self happiness, purification, cleansing, love. What do you love? What do you love about yourself, right? Tell the universe. See how she's whispering in that mood? Tell the universe, I love how I look. I am secure within my body. I am love. I am truth. I always started with I am, right? What do you love? What do you love about yourself? Ask yourself that. And then savor that, because when you do that, then you're going to attract the same vibrational people to you. Okay? I feel like that's your message. I'm not going to really go any further. On the bottom of the deck, you're being asked to definitely walk away from people, places, and situations that no longer vibrate with you, right? Don't allow them to play mind games with you. Don't allow them to work on your anxiety. Don't allow them to make you lose sleep over worry, right? Oh, look, Two of Cups, right? There is something unknown about this relationship as whether or not it's going to move forward or whether or not you two are equal partners. You could be waiting, right? You do have an emotional manipulator here. This is that drama seeker that's always in a power struggle with you, triggering your emotions. It's my way or the highway, babe. You know, this is somebody who is happy when they trigger you. They get love, they get off on that, right? The King of Wands is somebody who's very charming, somebody who's a free spirited individual, somebody who's very, you know, is attractive, but it's like with the Queen of Cups in reverse, this lacks emotions or goes the opposite way, right? Maybe becomes over emotional. There's no balance here, right? So we're going to go ahead and pull a crystal card for the element of earth. Got a hair on me. All right, so sacral chakra, fire agate, creation. The flames of destruction will ignite a rebirth. What did I say? You're going through the fire. You're going through the flames, purification. That's igniting your rebirth. And then we have the third eye chakra, amethyst, intuition. Intuition is a little tug that pulls you towards the light. So this is what a piece of amethyst looks like. Amethyst is, what does it do? Well, for one, it detoxifies you, that emotion. It cleanses out any toxicity on an emotional level. I feel like I'm talking to somebody who's highly empathic. And it's like when you don't cleanse your energy, all of that negativity, all of that outside energy that that you attract to you weighs you down, and it causes conflicts within your current relationships, right? Like you're easily triggered because you're feeling something that doesn't belong to you. That's the truth. Speak from your heart is the only thing worth listening to. Turquoise, and I think that's what this is, turquoise. All right, our signs. Thank you for watching. Is your divine feminine message for today. I almost said May. I feel like where's time at? We're already in June, right? June 5th, Friday. I love you guys. I'll see you soon.